Going live. Might take a minute.
Same here.
Snuggles.
Snuggles.
I love you.
Love you too.
And I know I'm frustrating.
In that regard, yes.
I love your
Serious.
honesty. I love your honesty.
Everything to do with technology is yeah, you know what? I'll start training you from the ground up, meaning I'll give you a computer that has only DOS.
Please don't. Like,
Then you'll
I'm
life by the way.
I know how to get to places, I just don't necessarily know the proper name.
Okay, yes guys, we should be back.
I'm still offline right now. Should be back. There you go.
Well, on my side we are back.
Okay. Do you want to start from the
Yeah.
beginning again? Or do you want to continue?
Let's just continue.
Okay.
If we have to start from the beginning again, then yeah.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Basically, we just walked to the pantry. That's literally all that's happened. We walked to the pantry and Midnight's son is trying to build a bicycle out of nuts. That's really all that was discussed.
And Midnight has stuck her head into the pantry, and the last thing I said in that regard was, "You smell blood."
Oh, did not hear that.
Because you weren't listening.
Sorry.
Okay, so you stick your hand in, and you smell blood.
This doesn't faze me too much. I mean, I've smelt blood before, so I take a look around.
It's pitch black.
Where's the light for in here?
Next to the door, to the right, light switch.
Looks for it and flicks it.
As the light is turned on, you see basically a relatively big room that has freshly slaughtered cattle, pigs, and a few ponies here and there.
Blinks for a second, mouth drooling, and looks at script. Why do you have ponies in here?
No particular reason.
Who's killing ponies?
No idea.
You need to keep better track of what's going on in your house.
Yeah, I've thought that for a long while.
Fair enough. Goes over and grabs a piece of beef. And digs right
Anything
in.
else?
Not right now. I'll grab some before I go.
Okay. So, was there any other reason why you came here other than food?
Tries to think. Thought maybe you might have some idea about Chase's species, maybe.
You said he was your son.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that just make him an Arcana Lupina as yourself?
No. He's, from what we understand, part fox, part squirrel.
And you have not eaten him, why?
Because we found him whenever he was only a baby. Me and my sister, anyway. And it was winter. We weren't about to leave a baby, and we grew a bond. So now I look after him. Though he is an adult, we think, and he basically lives on his own on a tree beside my den.
So, you want to know about his species?
Preferably, yeah. Just curious if you've ever come across him in the years that you've been around.
Well, I might have something there. Follow me. And he leads you to the library, which is only 3 doors down.
Picks up the meat and carries it on my back, while chewing at it.
Looks at you curiously. You should maybe look where you're going. You can eat that later.
Pite. Where am I gonna put it?
Stomps his hoof on the floor, making a small marble statue appear out of the wall next to you that holds a platter.
Jumps back a bit in surprise. I did not know you could do that.
There are many things you do not know about me.
Ditto there, I suppose. So I can leave this here? Looks at the plate.
Just put it on there.
Puts it on top.
The marble statue bows to you and starts following you.
That is cool. Now, wanders up to your side. Tell me all about my son.
You will be able to see it in a moment yourself. Opens the door to the library.
Looks inside. Ooh, books upon books upon books. This is even more fancy than your archive.
You see books upon books upon books sitting on black, spiky shelves, and the room is dimly lit with torches.
And it's also spookier.
I like the decor.
So, show me. Jumps up and down a little.
Slow down, little pup. We'll get this sorted out in a jiffy.
Don't
Walks
call
up
me a
to her.
pop.
Compared to me, you are. Walks up to one of the shelves and takes the book out, placing it on the table. Well, one of the tables. And raffles through until a particular page is opened that shows a picture that pretty much resembles Chase.
Hey, that's him. That's exactly what he looks like. Points at the page.
Script is me, Flaming Kisses.
I think he's wondering what person, like, what species.
Earth pony. Well, then your son, as you call him, is a Scrox.
A what?
Scrox.
Looks very confused at you. What is that?
Well, a Scrox is basically an interdimensional being.
What?
Yes.
Sits on the ground, very, very confused. But he's never teleported in dimensions. How could he have gone here?
For them it is instinctual, and they start to learn that at about 4 months of age.
Well, it explains why he was able to play hide and seek so well.
For them it is, well, like stepping through a door. Kind of like me using my portals.
But...
Yes.
Then why was he abandoned?
Well, it is not always possible for another Scrox to follow a Scrox that has just dimension hopped.
You're saying basically Chase got lost and we took him in.
Basically. Which, I must add, was very generous of you, because mostly when that happens, Scrox children end up to be a very good delicacy.
Glad I saved him. That's weird. How long do they last? How long do they live for?
The oldest Scrox I ever encountered was 850 years.
Jaw drops. Wait, so when are they supposed to be an adult?
At around 200.
200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, no wonder he still acts like a child. He's only 39.
Oh, that would be the toddler stage.
That's it, he's moving back home. Okay then. Noted.
Multiverse.
What? So, what's their natural diet? Please tell me I've been feeding him the right things.
Depends on what you have been feeding him.
Meat? Combination of nuts?
Close enough.
What is it?
Their natural habitat has a plant in it that is basically a mixture out of flesh and plant matter, so close enough.
Close enough.
They cultivate it, and I can tell you the stew they make out of that stuff is just delicious.
You wouldn't be able to get me some, would you?
You want to visit them, maybe?
Sure. Though, wouldn't they freak at a wolf?
Maybe. Because you see, wolves and Scrox are usually natural enemies.
Huh.
So I have no idea why your first instinct wasn't to basically eat him.
Well, basically, we look after baby animals. My sister would take them in and has a whole nursery to them.
Other wolves call that a pantry, but okay.
Not exactly. We don't eat them.
So, Scrox. Takes out a little box from his pocket and puts it on the table, opening it, revealing several rows of different colored gemstones.
Ooh. What you doing? What you doing?
I'm looking for the correct one.
Oh?
Yes. Wouldn't want to end up in the Chaos Dimension.
Please no. Because I'm pretty sure Discord saving me, he would never let me live down.
He's not living in the Chaos Dimension.
He's the Lord of Chaos.
No, he isn't.
Is he?
No.
Oh. He's living
Wait
in
a
the
second.
Chaos.
Wait a second. Picks up a gem, places it on the table, and puts away the box again. You want to know where he lives?
Sure.
Takes out the box again, takes out a second gem, and taps it for a moment, creating a very small window-like portal floating over the table, showing Discord's house. 112th floor, third corridor to the right.
He lives here?
Yes.
Huh. Okay
Why
then.
do you think it is so hard to keep track of this place?
Because he's the reason, right?
Yes. He is nuisance at times, but he has also got his uses.
Well, doesn't every Lord of Chaos?
As I told you, he is not the Lord of Chaos.
Yeah, close enough.
Not even in the slightest, but okay. So you wanted to visit the Scrogs?
Again, won't they freak at me?
Takes out a third gem. Eats this.
Looks at it. Why?
Just eat it.
Eats it.
And your outward appearance becomes that of a unicorn mare.
What the? What did you do?
Disguise.
That works. Let's go. How long will it last?
What day was it again?
Tuesday.
Checks the calendar on the wall. Until Friday in 3 weeks.
Friday.
In 3 weeks.
Well, this is gonna. Well, then you're probably gonna see more of me because I doubt I'll be able to hunt like this.
Well, takes out the first gem that he has placed on the table and taps it on the floor of the library. A portal opening up in the air between you two.
Ooh, let's go. After you.
Ladies first, I'm afraid.
What? Why?
It's manners.
Fair enough.
Also, you wanted to see.
Takes a step forward.
You find yourself in a little bit of a clearing that has small hay huts all around it, with a fireplace in the middle.
Where are we?
Steps through behind you. This would be looks around. Oh dear.
What?
I'm not entirely sure.
What?
Pokes his head into one of the huts, and a very angry looking Scrox with a spear in one paw comes out of it.
We mean you no harm.
That's what he said last time.
What What do you mean that's what he said last time?
You know exactly what I mean. Now go.
What did you do?
I have honestly no idea.
And who are you?
I'm investigating to find more out about my son's species.
Your son?
Yes.
You're a pony.
I adopted him when he was abandoned in the forest.
Likely story.
It's true. This was like 30 years ago.
Pokes his spear at you.
Backs up.
I think we might be better off leaving.
Agreed, I guess. I'm sorry we were sorry to bother you.
And as you turn around to step back through the portal, your way is blocked by 10 others.
Ah! Man, you guys are far too sneaky.
We not sneaky.
Says one of the 10.
Well, you're incredibly quiet.
We're not quiet either. You just can't hear.
Hey!
Be glad you don't have to hunt.
Says nothing.
Pony.
Take me to your leader?
Looks at you. Really?
Hey! Shrugs. It's worth a shot.
Now I wish I'd brought Chase with me.
And the Scrogs that initially confronted us now face paws, turns around and says,
I should have guessed. Follow me.
and I trot after him.
Follows. Very, very, very confused. What's going on?
I have no idea.
For once.
Last time I was here was actually quite some time ago.
I wonder why that is. Didn't make a good enough impression.
Well, they might have worshipped me as a god.
What? But why do you let these people worship you?
Question. What would you rather do? Be impaled and turned over a fire until you're well done, or be worshipped as a god?
Usually gods get both.
You forget the eternal meal thing.
Point. But still.
After a while of following the pretty disgruntled Scrog, we arrive at a kind of pyramid-like building with a flat top that has a little hut built atop it.
Looks confused. Where are we? What's going on? If I die, I'm blaming you.
Hey!
I'll,
Why me?
because you're the only one that could come and haunt for eternity.
Okay then.
This is Chief's hut. You go up if you want to talk.
Blinks a little. I guess we should?
Well, I guess there's no other choice for us here. Starts climbing up the stairs to the top of the pyramid.
Follows you, climbing.
You won't really haunt me for eternity, will you?
Oh, I will!
Okay, that's not good.
Mm-hmm. I will stay by your side the entire time, poking and prodding at every single thing you do.
Wouldn't be the first time. As we have almost reached the top of the pyramid, I stop and face you.
Turns around, so, looking backwards, behind me, and then turns back to you. What is it?
Look. Leave the talking to me. You just stay here out of sight for a moment, okay?
But why?
Just trust me.
You're the one that got us into this mess.
Then let me get us out of it.
Fine.
Walks up to the top of the pyramid and enters the little hut atop it. Out of sight of you.
Quietly tiptoes to the top and listens in, just within hearing range.
Pokes my head out at you. I told you to wait.
I am waiting! That doesn't mean I can't listen.
Down there.
Walks
no
back.
Arguments.
Walks back down reluctantly. Pacing back and forth.
After a few minutes of waiting, and you, with your current hooves almost bearing a groove into the stone steps of the pyramid, the little hut on top of the pyramid explodes in black flames.
Runs up immediately, in surprise, shouting, "Script! Script!"
Walks out of the flames, coughing slightly, with his hat a little bit smudged. Okay, let's go.
What the hell did you do?
Powerful diplomacy.
Glares at you. What did you do?
I blew him up.
Why?
Because now I'm in charge.
That's not how it works. Is it?
I'm afraid, miss, it is how it works here.
Looks beside me. Wait. What?
Scrogs are hunters. They respect strength.
I don't think this is right.
Well, in this dimension it certainly is.
Fine.
Brushes off a little bit of burnt Scrog's fur off his shoulder.
So what now?
Looks at the little Scrox with the spear, who's now looking a little bit anxious. Prepare a feast.
Will do! You ass.
And he runs off.
Bursts out laughing. Well, at least they keep their spunk.
Well, I could change that in a jiffy. Isn't that hard to blow one of them up?
Not the point.
Okay then. Leads you back to the village.
So, we've got a feast coming.
Yes. You wanted to try this too.
True. So won't they be surprised if a pony starts eating stuff like that?
Not really. Ponies can digest meat, and they have certainly seen it before.
Fair enough. But still, I mean, come on.
What?
I feel like I'm gonna slip up and accidentally tell them.
Wouldn't worry.
Why?
Forgot? I'm the boss now.
Yeah, it just makes you a higher target.
Not really. I don't think that they'll risk being smited by black flames.
Point. Though
Or any kind of flame.
black flames sound cool. Wait, black flames?
Yes?
You can make black flame?
Takes out a pure pitch black gem out of his pocket. I can't make them, but I have a few gems that contain them.
Huh. Noted. Okay then.
As we reach the village, a big table has been set up in the middle of it, running all across the little village. And on it are all kinds of food, including a big pot of steaming stew.
Sniffs the air, letting the delicious aromas fill my nostrils. Okay, that smells good.
Enough that you'll forgive me that I blew up that chieftain?
Nope, never.
Well, didn't think so. Let's dig in.
Pushes you lightly, teasing you. Sorry, but I have a good memory in many ways, just as much as you. And you're now stuck with me.
Looks at you, raising an eyebrow.
What?
Well, enjoy the stew.
Sits at the table, grabbing a bowl and taking some.
And immediately one of the Scrogs appears right next to you.
Jumps in surprise, slightly spilling the food. What? Why did you keep doing that?
Doing what?
Appearing out of nowhere.
You're not.
But you are. You weren't there a second ago.
So?
That's scary and creepy.
It's normal for me.
Well, could you not do it right beside me, please?
Sighs and shakes his head slightly.
Well, if you really want me to, I guess I can humor that action.
Thank you.
Anyhow, our village chief has asked me to assist you.
Assist me?
Yes.
How?
He motions for you to sit down
Sits down.
and jumps onto the table, grabs your spoon, and makes a feeding you motion.
Looks at script. Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing this. I'm the chief, not the village chief.
That would be me.
Looks over. Why do you think I need help to feed myself?
It's customary.
Really?
Guests should be fed.
Feels a little undignified. So if I were to refuse, that would be disrespectable. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And
Let's...
the village chief, by the way, has appeared on your other side as he's speaking to you.
Jumps back again. Damn it! I'm sorry, but could you not do that?
Do what?
Appear right beside me. I know it's normal for you, the whole teleporting thing, but it's not normal for me. And it's very disrupting to my brain.
I could get a shaman to take a look at your brain.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It just is very surprising, what I mean is, and I'm not used to it. So could you not teleport so close, is all I ask.
The village chief looks over at Script, who just nods. Then he shrugs and starts walking off instead of teleporting.
Thank you.
You're welcome, but you should know that they don't really like walking around.
That's why I said don't teleport so close instead of don't teleport at all.
You hear the sound of a wooden spoon hitting a wooden table.
Looks up. Huh?
Your food, miss.
Oh. Thank you.
And he starts feeding you spoon by spoon.
Blushes a little at the whole thing, bit embarrassed, but lets him.
And as the stew hits your mouth, you have a wonderful taste of a stew made out of beef, pork, and different kinds of tasty vegetables.
Oh my, this is delicious!
Thank you, miss.
Seriously, can I have the recipe?
Looks up at you.
Recipe?
Written down information of how to make it?
You just cut one open and you boil it.
Oh. Never mind then. But thank you. Very well done.
Script taps you on the shoulder.
Looks over. Yes.
Do you even know what he means when he means cut one open?
Nope, not a clue.
He points to a big flower that kind of looks like a rose, but instead of petals, it has big fruits that are slightly pulsing and look a little bit fleshy.
Can I take some of those home?
You want to take some home?
For my son, yes. He's never had any of that, so I think he'd love it.
If you can carry it.
I could carry at least one. Besides, I'm sure the chief would help me. Looks at Script giggling a little.
I don't really want to touch them.
Why not?
Because the membrane on the outside has a very strong acid on it. There's a reason why they don't cut those fruits off, but cut them like right on the plant.
That makes sense. Huh. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to come back then. And I'll bring Chase.
Might not be a good idea.
Why?
Well, you said he was lost about 30 years ago.
So?
If he really is a Scrog, as you say, then, well, they might see him as an outcast.
Ooh. But you can protect him, can't you?
There are rules even I can't bend. You have to tread very careful when you deal with him.
Maybe it's best that he doesn't know then.
Waves over one of the Scrogs and orders him to pack up some of the stew. He returns a moment later and hands it to you in a big metal pot.
This is a better option. Why didn't I think of it? And thank you.
Because ponies are stupid, that's why.
The Scrog murmurs as he walks away.
Grimaces. Not stupid.
Okay, so did you enjoy the stew?
Hell yeah!
Okay then. Then I guess we will come back for another meal some other day.
Agreed. Though, question. Do you still know why they didn't like you?
No idea. Not the foggiest.
We need to look at your records of what you did back then. If you have any.
May have. So, care to go back?
Yep, let's go. Jumps up with the stew in my back.
And we walk back to the portal, and as we do, one of the Scrogs passes you and murmurs something in Script's direction that sounds like murderer.
Huh? Runs up to beside Script. Did you hear that?
Yeah, what?
One of the Scrogs just called you a murderer.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Script.
Yes?
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Why did he call you a murderer? Other than perhaps that you murdered that guy up there?
I haven't got the foggiest.
Sure you don't.
Sure I don't. And he nods very enthusiastically.
Alright, fine. But there's only one other option. If you weren't here, then there's only one other person who could have been.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. Who?
Doubleganger, maybe?
Doubt it.
Just saying.
And you walk back through the portal, ending up in the library once more.
Yay, we're back.
Mm-hmm. So, Miss Midnight.
Stop calling me miss.
Okay. Okay then, Midnight.
Or just mid.
Mid. Could I maybe interest you into a visit to my collection of magical artifacts?
Ooh, sure. Oh, but could I leave this stew with the guy again? Who was holding my meat?
Stomps his hoof onto the ground and a second statue appears from the wall.
Gives the stew to him. Thank you!
I have a feeling by the end of this day you will have an entire servants' quarter full of marble statue golems.
Problem?
The problem is that they're usually made out of the wall of my home.
Discord can fill it again.
Let's see about that. Walks over to the staircase once more.
Jumps after you.
So, Mid, this will be a little bit longer walk.
Okay. What do you want to talk about on the way?
I
How
don't know.
How about the fact that you're still finding it difficult to call me anything without the miss before it?
Habit.
Like to keep things formal, do we?
Sometimes I do, yes.
Come on. I've visited you twice. We're friends now.
We basically are. Still, it is hard to forget that your kind has made a meal of me for 25 years.
First off, again, not my kind. I may look like them, but I don't have their history, knowledge, or anything for that matter. That would mean I am part of them.
Well, at least part of that we can actually change if you were so willing.
What do you mean?
You are a Lupina Arcana.
Okay.
And we are on the way to my collection of magical artifacts.
Yes.
What does the description that I just gave you imply?
That there's stuff there relating to the creatures that I look like?
Face hoofs? Not entirely.
Just tell me, you green boy.
Blue. My
Name's
coat is blue.
And your name is Green. Problem?
Yes.
I think your parents your name picker might have been colorblind.
I picked my name myself, thank you very much.
Oh, so it's you then.
No. The name. Lupina Arcana. You are no ordinary wolf.
Yeah, I was a pony.
I think we covered that last time. So, don't forget. Arcana.
I don't know what that means. If that wasn't clear enough.
Magic.
I'm not magic.
I'm pretty sure you are, and I have my ways of proving it to you.
How's that?
Just you wait. Just 125 floors more to go.
What?
Yes,
Your house is far too big.
you haven't even seen half of it.
Your house is far too big.
We have over 500 floors here.
Your house is far too big. Why do you need this much space?
210 floors alone make up the servants' quarters.
Which you need to look after a huge house. If you had a smaller house, then you wouldn't need as many servants.
If I had a smaller house, I couldn't house all my guests, and all my artifacts, and all my books.
Not necessarily. You've talked about dimensional rooms and stuff, and things being bigger on the inside and all that. Why couldn't you have 5 rooms, all of them as big as you need to be?
Because that doesn't make sense. I wouldn't be able to organize everything to where it belongs.
Yes, you would. You could have as many rooms as you want, but you wouldn't need gazillion a number of floors.
I enjoy my house, okay?
Yet you can't even remember where half the stuff is.
Which makes life interesting.
Which makes life complicated. Because then if, say you need milk and you forget where you put the milk. Then you go out and buy more milk. And then you forget where that milk is. And then eventually there's a room just full of milk. What?
Can't say that hasn't ever happened before.
See my point! Exactly!
So that is why nowadays I employ cows.
You employ cows?
Yes,
And you have meat?
yes.
How is no one ever offended by you?
Who says I care?
Point.
They're getting very well paid. Hey,
In-
just my janitor takes 4,000 bits a week.
Your janitor is a cow?
No, he's an earth pony and half octopus.
Wasn't that the guy I met the other time?
The plumber. But he's also doubling as a janitor.
Okay then. Fair enough. What? Okay then.
So, why would you even think that cows would be offended by what I do?
You have meat. Cow meat.
Yes.
I am pretty sure you've come across a situation where you've accidentally killed one of your workers' cousins.
Who says it was an accident?
I never said it was an accident.
You just said accidentally killed one of my workers' cousins.
Ah. Wait, are you saying they hire you to kill some of their people?
I do not quite understand the question.
Do they ask you to kill their cousins or whoever they do not like of their own kind?
Oh, no. No. What do you think? They're totally peaceful.
Then why are they not bothered by you killing their cousins?
Who says they know?
Okay then. Anyway. Moving on.
I'm just saying, the piece of beef you ate earlier is part of my second chef's wife.
His wife? That's worse! How does he not know?
Well, my second chef's wife.
I'm moving on before my brain goes cuckoo.
He is no longer in my employ.
See, this is why, you know, we... See, when I make friends, I try not to eat their cousins, family, whatever.
To be fair, he was the main dish last week when the dragons were here.
Of course he was. Of course.
And another 98 floors to go.
What shall we talk about? Well...
At this point, I will go a little bit meta. I have to answer nature's call for a second.
Oh, go on ahead.
So we'll have a little bit of a break here. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far, because I know I am.
Agreed. After the chaotic start, this is a nice thing to do.
Yes. So, yeah, I'll be right back. In
Alrighty.
the meantime, Midnight will entertain all of you.
Pressure, hun. Pressure. So, my lovelies and little lovely pluppies. What shall I talk to you about? I don't know. I should maybe I could explain for Mr. Flame and Kisses. Really? Okay. Green Script is a slightly OP character in the sense of, you know, kind of over the top. He is an Earth Pony, however, he was created at the beginning of creation, and so he's been around since then. And he's immortal. Basically, a lot of people think he's a god, blah blah blah, you know, this sort of thing. He has many connections to all over the place. So, yeah, he's... Why did I put it? He's an interesting character. Bit OP, but... yeah. Are we in an elevator? Actually, I think yes? No? I don't know. We're going down floors, so I'm guessing we are. Actually, I don't know. I'll get visual to answer that. But yes. He's a bit OP. A little bit. Okay, a lot of it. Well, thank you for the miss then, as respect. That's perfectly fine. I just find if friends call you miss, then that's a bit weird, because then I feel like I need to call them sir or miss. I'm like, okay. But you can call me Miss Midnight, that's totally fine. Yes, he's been around since before Celestia and Luna. Technically, somehow? Yeah. Before Celestia Luna, before everything basically happened. And with the wolf kind that he's brought in, if you see in the last episode, Midnight was told to take a bite out of him, so he did. And just a white light shone from the wound and healed it. So he has literally creation inside him. So that's why he's able to do all these sort of things. Even order, well, Discord about. Which is funny from Midnight's point of view. But yes. Oh. Oh, it is. Walking upstairs is very strength consuming. I do it all the time. Walking, walking, walking. And now that I know I've got flat feet, it's even worse. I don't know what else to do. I'm just chilling. Chilling. We probably won't go on too much longer. I've got a thing tonight. Ah. You're married. Aw. Well, congratulations. I think. Is that in order? Or has it been for a while? It's been for a while, that makes sense. But yeah, so... Oh, I hear a person coming back.
Yes.
Question.
Huh?
Are we in an elevator?
No.
Okay,
We're walking down the stairs.
gotcha. Wasn't 100% sure, and Mr. Flamin asked me. Hello, Doctor!
In the first part, we rode an elevator everywhere we had to go. But inexplicably, this time we're using the stairs.
Anyway.
So, we finally reach a landing that says Magical Artifact Vault.
Ooh, it's a vault.
Well, sure.
Anyway.
Leads you to a giant gate. About 100 feet tall.
That is a huge gate.
There are reasons for this. It is also bolted shut with giant steel bars.
How are we getting in? Also, did you say this disguise would last me a week?
3.
Any way to get rid of it early?
Yes.
How?
I'll explain later.
Fine.
Walks up to the gate and pushes on it, opening a smaller door in the giant gate.
That's impressive. And sneaky. Walks over.
It's useful. After you, Mid.
Why, thank you. Script. Or do I call you Greenie?
Don't you dare.
Greenie it is. Steps forward through the door.
You see a room that is kind of shaped like an egg, with shelves that go higher than your eye can see.
Oh, wow.
At the back of the room is a little red wooden door.
Huh.
Welcome to my Curiosium,
That's...
where I keep curious magical artifacts.
Really, I wouldn't have guessed.
Rushes over to one of the shelves and gets something that is covered by a towel. It looks kind of like a cage.
Walks over.
Like this.
What is it?
Like this, for example. It is a medical experiment someone once did. I thought it curious enough to keep it here.
What is it?
Have a look.
Takes a look behind the curtain. Fabric.
You see a pile of bird bones.
I think this died a while ago, Greenie.
Don't call me Greenie. Also, suddenly those bones reform into the form of a cockatrice.
Blinks in surprise. Oh! Necromancy?
And the skeletal bird starts squawking at you.
Jumps
Well.
back a little.
A little bit of necromancy is involved, yes.
Huh.
Covers the cage up with a towel again.
But why a cockatrice?
Don't ask me. I didn't do that experiment. So, I wouldn't know why they used a cockatrice and not just a plain old chicken.
It would have make more sense to just do a chicken. Because then you could chew on its bones continually.
You would have to ask Staswell for a reason.
Of course. That... ass of a donkey.
Excuse me?
Do you know what he did to me all those years ago?
Seeing how you're in Lupina Arcana, I can only assume that he tried to see what made you tick.
Pretty much. And did not believe that I used to be a pony. Would take blood samples and poke and prod me for months. And it was right after Luna's thing.
Banishment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting business, that.
Glares at you. It wasn't right. It was that stupid sisters.
Well, you have to see it from Celestia's point of view, too. She didn't see another choice.
Yeah. Maybe she had actually been a sister instead of having a... Stops talking and shakes her fur and head quickly. I'm not gonna get into this.
Might be better.
Anyway.
However, the reason I brought you here was because I think there might be something in here, looks at the door, that might be informative to you.
Oh? Like what? Looks over the door. And is it through there?
Yes, but I'm not going to bring you in there.
Why not?
That's the restricted section of my Curiosium.
So? You trust me, don't you?
You wouldn't live 5 seconds in there.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I don't think you may be very sturdy, but I I doubt you could survive a miasma atmosphere.
Blinks. Fair enough.
Walks over through the door, waving at you. See you later. Be back in a few.
Sits down, grumpily, and waits, looking around.
You see a sofa in one of the corners that looks very comfy, with a side table next to it that has a few cups and a pitcher of iced tea on it.
Walks over and takes a seat.
Hey!
Jumps off. What the? Looks at the sofa. But what?
Your fur tickles.
Sorry?
That's a way too hard hooves.
What?
You have hard hooves.
Oh, yeah. Pony still. Who? What are you?
I'm a sofa.
Clearly I can see that, but how are you talking?
I wasn't always a sofa.
Guess that. What were you beforehand?
A pony, like you. Well, much more pretty, but a pony.
Hey!
But
Never mind. How did you end up to be a sofa?
long story.
I got time.
Suddenly a thread extends from the sofa and touches your chest.
Jumps back. What did you do that?
And you feel a warm and simultaneously cold magical energy wash over you, and you are once again a wolf.
Jumps back, looking at me. Wait, how did you do that?
Magic! I think that much was obvious.
I was getting slightly frustrated at this couch. But, how did a couch who is somehow alive got magic? And how did you know to do that to make me a wolf again? Elaborate on what is going on. Seriously, does no one know how to do this in this place?
Quite honestly, right now I think you're kind of slow.
Glares at the couch. Do you want me to sit on you again?
Do if you must. But quite honestly, gem magic is very easy to detect.
Fair enough. Now, are you a ghost?
Maybe.
I'll take that as a yes.
Maybe, yeah. I'll stick with that.
So why are you in a couch? Why not move on?
I can't?
Why not?
Do you really think I would be stuck in this dusty old sofa if I could move on?
Point, but still. Then why are you stuck?
It was, well, you feel the couch examining you, even though you do not see any discernible eyes.
You're slightly freaked out. What are you doing?
You are not a wolf, are you?
Not originally, no.
I would guess... Nurse Pony?
How did you know that?
Well... What did you do to end up like this? And I thought this kind of punishment was outlawed about 1,500 years ago.
What? No, this was done to me by a demon pony. What do you mean it was...
Demon Pony? That's one way to describe her.
Her?
Yes.
It was a guy. Well, stallion.
Oh.
Wait, are you suggesting you were turned into a couch?
No.
Turned into
I was turned into a predator. A cobra, to be precise.
By... who?
If things haven't changed quite a lot since I have been stuck in this ruddy piece of furniture, I think you might know her. Big, white, rainbow-colored mane, horn and wings, a sun on her butt.
Celestia!
Yes.
Sunbutt herself, of course. Why am I not surprised?
Maybe because she's an evil nag.
I'll agree there. So what did you do that was so horrible that she transformed you into a cobra?
First of all, it wasn't just me. Being turned into a predator was an accepted punishment for murderers back then.
Cautiously takes a step back. Murderers?
Yes. Those who take the life of another pony.
Rolls eyes. I got that. But
I wasn't quite sure.
then... why are you a couch? I'm pretty sure that couch isn't made out of cobra scales.
It isn't. But, look, the punishment entails this. The perpetrator would be turned into a predator. They might be able to kill, but only very, very few actually went the extra mile and jumped over their shadow to eat their kill.
Of course. That makes sense.
And that means...
they starved to death.
Exactly, young pup. And I was turned into a cobra. I might have bitten one or two ponies, but I couldn't bring myself to eat any.
Well, good for you?
No, not really. I starved to death on this damn couch.
And your soul is now trapped in the couch.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Noted. That's tough for you. And
I have no idea.
I'm guessing Script found you curious and put you here.
Don't get me started on him.
He's okay. Bit crazy.
He keeps me here so that no one comes... Wait. Would you mind destroying this couch?
Why?
So I can move on?
I have a feeling that's not what you do. Besides, I know well enough not to mess with magical objects.
And right now you decide to get smart. When did that happen?
When I messed around with magical objects when I was younger and accidentally released my darker half.
Interesting. Would have really liked to see that.
Trust me, you wouldn't have. She would have torn you apart.
So, I would have actually liked that. But, did she, by any chance, also get all the intelligence?
Yes.
That explains why you're so slow.
Wait, no!
Ha!
She is not... I admit, she's cunning. But doesn't mean that just because she's part of me doesn't mean that I'm not smart anymore.
You hear the little red door and a little bit of coughing from behind you.
Looks over.
You see Script with something that is covered by a towel on his back, waving away green whiffs of miasma as he closes the door again.
Excuse me now.
Wait!
Looks back. What?
Don't trust that pony.
Huh?
Don't trust him.
Why not?
The only fucking reason why he's keeping me here is so that I can't move on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to move on.
Move on to what? But that is the question.
To the afterlife, of course. Man, you're really slow.
Yeah. Except I don't think you'd go to the afterlife.
As if you'd know. You've never died.
Sorry, 1 minute. Meta. Yeah?
Yeah, sorry guys. I'll definitely have to tell Midnight to mute her microphone next time.
And back. Sorry for the ringing in the background.
Love, next time mute your microphone.
Oh. How do I do that on this? Teach me later.
No, next time you have to go meta, I'll mute you on the Discord.
Oh, that works too.
Okay, where were we?
Oh yeah, I was saying about, stuff.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't move on to the afterlife.
Yes.
Listen. All I want is to fucking move on to the afterlife where this damn soul belongs.
I'll think about it. Walks over to Script.
Script looks at you through slightly teary eyes as he wipes his face with a hoof.
You okay?
Just a bit unpleasant to walk through that stuff.
Why is it in there?
Security.
Fair enough. So, what's up?
Well, removes the towel from his back in a flourish and has 3 books fall down in front of you.
Ooh.
The first one, by the way, all 3 of them look very old. Leather bound. And the first one has the head of a pup on it. The second one has a wolf's paw on it,
Hmm.
and the third, the face of a very grim-looking wolf. All three symbols embroidered in gold.
Ooh, what pretty books. What are these?
Script doesn't answer for a moment, but instead pokes you.
Ow! Hey, what was that for?
How come you're a wolf again?
Oh. That couch over there broke the spell.
Him.
Yep.
You didn't happen to talk to him, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Because that guy's totally crazy, you know?
Oh, clearly. And don't
No
worry.
matter what he told you, he deserves his punishment that he got.
That's fair enough. Murder is pretty harsh, and besides,
Murder?
that's what he told me.
My dear Midnight, this couch over there was once a pony called Animus.
Mm-hmm.
He was sentenced by Celestia to be turned into a cobra. Excuse me, burps up a little bit of miasma. Because he had not only killed, but also experimented on about 500 ponies.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And quite honestly, I do not want to let him move on to the afterlife, because I know the Empress of the Afterlife, and she is a bit of a bitch. She'd likely take a liking to him.
Ah. Okay, that's fair.
That.
As many questions as that sign brings up, plenty. I'll just go with okay, and you can explain it later. Deal?
Deal.
Okay.
So, I hope you like these books.
What are they? Takes a look at the little pup one.
This one is a stylized history book for little pups.
Ooh.
Explaining the history of the Lupina Arcane.
Can I take a look? Can I take a look? Can I take a look?
It's good that there are a lot of pictures in there.
Opens it up.
And a fold-out of a gigantic city appears that is set on the side of a mountain and extends to the plains below. Small wolves running like in a projection through its streets.
Oh, wow.
And the voice of an old wolf can be heard. Yet you do not have the requisite knowledge to understand him.
What's he saying?
You want me to translate?
Yes, please.
Okay, ancient wolfish. He says something like, a long, long time ago, the tribes were divided. But then Queen Lupina came and united them all under one pack. Under her guidance, they built a giant city, and scholarships and science advanced, as well as the strength of the entire pack.
Oh, wow. Turns the page, excitedly.
You see a library with bespectacled wolves walking through its halls. And the voice of the wolf speaks again. You still don't understand him.
Translate!
Under Queen Lupina's guidance, the Lupina Arcanae became one of a kind, and their technology and magic advanced beyond their wildest dreams.
This is awesome! They're so advanced and everything. Turns the page. More! And before the voice starts again, I'll need you to translate.
Alright, next thing I'm going to give you is a dictionary, little wolf.
How am I meant to know a language I don't even know? I can barely speak normal wolf.
Okay. So, you see a picture of griffins with red glowing eyes, wielding swords and spears and crossbows, attacking the walls of the giant woven city. On the wall stands Queen Lupina, her teeth bared defiantly, and she is encased by a golden halo. And the wolf speaks. The savages of these lands became jealous of the riches and knowledge of the wolves. And so they tried to wrestle our wealth from us. But Queen Lupina defended us against their stupidity.
Frowns a little. They really don't like other races, do they?
Shakes head. No, they don't.
Turns the page.
You see a picture of cages stacked atop one another, containing griffins. And on the same page, you see a feast where a griffin seems to be the main dish.
No wonder the griffins built their mighty empire over them.
And the wolf speaks once more, explaining, after their defeat by the mighty Queen Lupina, all remaining griffins were caught and domesticized. From then on, they served as primary food source for us, their superiors.
Yeah, definitely a superiority complex.
So, you turning the page?
Turning the page.
You see grasslands with little paddocks where ponies are grazing. And wolves patrolling the walkways between those paddocks. The wolf speaks again. Queen Lupina, in her ever-growing knowledge and wisdom, decided that her people should expand their livestock. And so, ponies from the faraway land of Equestria were brought in and became the new food source for the wolves.
Turns the page, still frowning.
You see a village that is burning to the ground. Little wolf figures running away from the flames. And you see Luna and Celestia in a much more demonic depiction than you have ever seen, raining down flames upon the village. And on the street that is leading to the village, Queen Lupina in her golden armor stands, baring her fangs defiantly at Celestia and Luna.
Wait, I thought you said you destroyed them.
Yes.
So
Yes,
why
I
is it
did.
talking about Celestia and Luna?
There was a war, and I went along as a mediator when there were actual peace talks, when Celestia and Luna still thought that maybe Queen Lupina might be persuaded to talk. I was captured during those talks.
Ouch.
Celestia and Luna just got away. Should I really translate for you what the wolf says here?
No, I think I can grasp it. Turns the page.
And that page is empty.
They didn't get to write down their glorious victory.
I think they intended to, but they never got to it, no.
Closes the book and looks at the other ones. So what are these?
The second book you see here is a collection of all the magic and spells that the Lupina Arcanae ever created or researched.
And the other one?
Suddenly that third book starts wiggling and shaking.
What the? Huh?
And an Azrael snout emerges from beneath its pages. Just the muzzle.
What is that?
Queen Lupina,
What? How?
punishment.
You trapped her in a book?
Basically.
Pokes the muzzle. Really?
The muzzle snaps at you.
Pulls back. Wasn't she lovely?
She was a real bitch, yes.
Is that an understatement?
Maybe.
Well, clearly she was.
But she certainly, as the book starts shaking more violently, she certainly was quite a character.
Sounds like an understatement. I mean, sure, she brought the tribes together, but clearly had a superiority complex.
I very much doubt that that is the correct word. I personally think she was a megalomaniac.
So crazy.
Yes.
Agreed there. So,
I can hear everything you say.
you can? Looks down at the muzzle.
I can.
So, have you learnt your lesson? Do you know what is wrong?
How is
putting my people's lives first wrong.
If you put your pack's lives first, you might have been able to compromise. Yet you seem to let your pride to destroy that.
Suddenly the book jumps up into the air, and you are blinded by a light that is as bright as 1,000 suns.
Looks away.
When the light subsides, a wolf that is almost a mirror image of yourself stands there, wearing golden armor, glowing slightly blue since she's a spirit.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Is that all you have to say?
What else is there? Are you here to beg for forgiveness?
Beg. Me.
That's kind of what people do when they've, done something wrong. They say sorry.
I didn't do wrong. And you, pup, should bow before your queen.
You're no queen of mine.
She growls at you so loudly that an ethereal wind is pushing you back a step.
Stands firm. I have no queen. Never have, never will. I'm not one of your little followers.
She stalks around you like a predator would around his prey.
Follows her with my eyes, standing firm.
You know, you are one of my kind. And yet you're not.
Oh, how can you tell?
You stink.
Hey, I had a bath the other week.
Bath. That's not what I'm talking about, and you would know it if you were a real Lupina Arcane. You stink of ponies.
Well, yeah.
You reek of them and others.
Well, yeah. I was one.
You have no honor.
No honor! I have no honor. You, who put, instead of saying, oh, I know, let's try, maybe just try, and come to a compromise, instead kidnaps a representative of another country, eats and kidnaps and causes a war instead of maybe working with the countries around them so that you could grow stronger and live longer. Instead, decide, no, we're going to start a war. We're going to instead wipe ourselves out in the process.
She looks at you with a bored expression and yawns.
Are you quite finished, pup?
I'm not a pup, and you of all people should know that.
You are young, and you certainly never received a proper education.
What? Learning that ponies were beneath me?
We are on top of the food chain, and had this idiot,
Points at Script, who looks a little bit indignified.
Not interfered. We would have conquered Equestria.
Top of the food chain. Really? Have you met an Ursa Major?
I had one as a pet.
Okay, that's impressive. How did you do that?
I don't think your little mind would be able to perceive how one predator can intimidate another.
Hey, I intimidate people, ponies, and other creatures just fine. I protect my pack and my den.
She suddenly places herself right in front of you and giving you a very good impression of Fluttershy's stare.
Stands firm. And I can handle Fluttershy's stare. Trust me, I've had it enough times.
This is just one way you can do it.
Agreed.
Another is to defeat them in a fight. Show them who's boss.
Done that plenty of times. You have an idea how many Timberwolves have threatened my land?
Timberwolves.
What?
The prey.
You would eat them? They're very woody.
I used them to warm my chambers at night.
Admittedly, done that too.
You really think that you could hold a candle to me, pup?
Honestly?
You really think you have some moral high ground here?
Moral? Yes.
You should have seen our civilization.
I wish I had.
A civilization that was destroyed, slaughtered. We could have been great had it not been for him.
You were great. Just looking at those pictures alone shows me that. You just didn't have the right mental attitude. The right grounds. Why do you think Equestria has lasted so long? You're right. You could have overthrown them easily. If they hadn't had the biggest thing that you did not.
Please don't say friendship.
It sounds cliched, admittedly. But I would have thought a pack would know that sort of thing is important.
Our pack always stood firm together. Outsiders were not of our concern.
And that is where you failed. You needed to open yourselves up. Understand that sometimes people aren't out to get you. People are equal.
You are really innocent and naive.
I wouldn't say that. I've killed...
Everyone always is out to get you. Because they are jealous. Because you are better than them.
Who hurt you as a pup, little queen? Someone clearly hurt you. And now you feel like you need to be above everyone else.
I am better than everyone.
And you say I am superior to him.
Yes,
Because I'm a wolf.
exactly.
Chuckles. And yet I am not.
Raises an eyebrow at you.
I'm not of your kind. I was transformed into this form. I was born a pony.
And she swipes at you, with her claw going right through your face, because it can't touch you.
Doesn't even blink.
Whoever did this, if I got my claws on them,
You couldn't do anything.
them apart.
Good luck finding the demon pony then. Trust me, I've looked for him. He's very good at hiding. And if you see him, do ask him to change me back. This immortality is kind of dragging.
You have no idea, do you?
What?
You are not immortal.
I think...
Even I can see that.
What? I'm pretty sure the whole thing of, you know, you will be a wolf for all eternity sort of proved that.
She walks around you, sniffing the air.
Looks at her weirdly.
I would say you're roughly 2,000 years old, give or take 500 or 600 years.
About right. To be honest, I've lost count.
Then let me tell you this. All eternity also goes past death.
Huh?
You would not be changed back into your pathetic form, were you to die.
Well, no.
Which means you would still be a wolf.
Yeah.
Which also falls into eternity, little pup.
Oh. Blinks in surprise. But, hold on. Wolves cannot live this long.
And she chuckles and looks at Script.
What? You never told her, did you?
Quite honestly, it kind of slipped my mind.
What
looks
slipped
at
your
you.
mind?
She looks at you again.
How old do you think I am?
I think you're dead. So, does age really matter?
How old do you think I was when I died?
50?
Multiply that by 1,000 and you might get close.
50,000?
Mm-hmm.
Jaw drops. Whoa, 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 whoa. This type of wolf can live for that long? And look that good?
Thank you.
Well, actually, they live up to 250,000 years.
Looks over at you. And you didn't happen to mention this why?
Didn't really want to be the one to burst your bubble.
So you left it to the maniac.
Well, it's always so bad if you tell someone they think they are immortal, but they're really not.
What made you think that was a bad thing?
I don't know. People are afraid of dying.
You have any idea how many times I've wanted to die?
No.
Clearly, you've never been mortal. Looks at the queen. So, I'm not immortal. I just happen to be an authentic, your kind thingamabob. But
Replica.
rolls my eyes. Whatever. So, that means that one day I will grow old? But how come I'm not aging now?
You have exceeded the aging part of your biology. You will not age until you have reached about 100,000 years.
Huh. Noted.
It is basic stuff.
Well, sorry. I didn't exactly have anyone to teach me. I either had a pony or a winged wolf.
Many ponies should know about us. They should fear us.
And yet still...
One day I want to return. And if I do, you'd better hide.
Aw, why? Because your greatness has been tarnished by a replica?
Because I will find you, Pap. And I will take my time killing you.
Challenge accepted. Queenie.
She growls at you again.
Boops her. Boop!
And your paw goes right through her muzzle.
Chuckles. Well, anyway, nice meeting ya. It has definitely been a lovely time. But time to go bye-bye again.
Really? If it had been my choice, I wouldn't have talked to you at all. You are not worth my time.
Aww. But you said I was amazing and above everyone.
Not above me.
Aww. Purr, little Queenie.
And just as she is about to say something, Script slams the book shut. And she disappears.
Admittedly, that was kind of fun.
Well, I think you now know what I think about her and how I get to my evaluation of her character.
Clearly, understood. And, you know, if she ever escapes, I'm definitely coming to you and putting you in between us. Okay? Pats your head.
So, wait. You accepted her challenge, basically making her your mortal enemy? Because she will see it that way. And you want me to fight her in your stead?
You are Knight. To be honest, if I put Knight into her grown-up form, she would either fight on my side or hers. Not sure which.
Okay, let me just explain this, Mid. Last time I killed this bitch, she killed me 25 times beforehand.
Great! It'll take you less time this time. So, what's the next book?
The magic part.
Oh yeah! If what she says is true, does that mean I can do magic?
That's why I brought it out.
Yee! Okay, let's go, let's go. Opens it.
And as you open it, a ghostly, very old wolf steps out of the book.
Hello there.
Hallo.
I...
Gewoon.
What?
Hey, hoe wij?
Script.
Give me a second. Script goes over to the book, flips over to the first page, and presses a sigil in the book. And suddenly you understand the wolf.
Oh, okay. Someone changed the language. What's going on?
It's okay, it's okay. Just, I can understand you.
And you couldn't before?
No.
Why the hell am I speaking pony?
Because I couldn't understand the other language, and this is the only language I know.
Curious. So who are you?
Name's Midnight.
Uh-huh. That's not really a wolfish name, is it?
No, it wouldn't be.
Good, because otherwise I'd be thinking that I'm really out of the loop.
Don't worry, you're not. Who are you? Are you another ghost that's inhabiting a book?
Kinda, you might say. I'm the imprinted memories of the great wizard and researcher Floralis.
Ooh. So you can teach me magic?
That is what this book is for, yes.
Sorry, but I'm new to this. I only sort of realized I might be able to do magic now. Literally 2 seconds ago.
He walks up to you and examines you closely from all around.
What are you doing?
You are a Lupina Arcanae, are you?
I am and I'm not.
What do you mean by not?
Technically, according to your coin, I'm a replica. Transformed into this
No
form.
need to explain. We've dealt with such before.
Huh?
Guards!
Nothing happens.
Guards!
Nothing happens.
There are no guards here to arrest me. You're not exactly in that kingdom anymore. It doesn't exist.
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
Uh,
Also, it is preposterous to think that I'm not where I am supposed to be.
There's a pony standing right over there. Do you think that you're in the same place? Look around.
He might just be dinner.
He's not dinner. Besides, he doesn't taste that good. He doesn't taste that good. Anyway.
He looks at you very, very perplexed.
Are you telling me you're associating with dinner?
He's not dinner. He doesn't taste very good. And anyway, he is my friend.
And his jaw drops.
If it helps your brain, I am a replica because I used to be a pony and I was changed into this because of a demon pony.
Okay, first of all, stop talking bullshit.
I'm not.
Second of all, examining you, and especially your smell, it is quite obvious that you are not a born wolf. One can easily, well, distinguish the two, if one knows what to look for. Second of all, by now guards should be in here decapitating you. And third, I still am of the opinion that that guy is dinner.
Oh, can you mute me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Yeah?
Oh, okay, I only tapped a bit in case you were
What's
recording.
up? I am. I'm online. Dinner?
Dinner.
Oh. Okay, go. I'll be done in a sec.
Fancy mouse, mate. I mean,
Thank you. Now go.
Yeah, sorry guys.
what are you doing?
Always a little bit
Live streaming.
interesting. So, what have you been up to? And by the way, how are you enjoying the stream so far? Because I'm certainly having a blast here. Okay, Midnight is back, so I can turn her... Hello?
Hey. Dinner?
Ah!
I know. So I'm afraid we might have to stop now.
And I still say he's dinner!
He's not dinner! Anyway, so can we just pause?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's...
That would be a too long pause thingy.
Okay, point.
But we can pick up here next time.
Oh no, that's what I meant.
Ah, okay.
I meant pause as in pause this for now and come back to it in the next stream.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, someone write down where we are in this.
I will remember. Also, you know that the stuff will end up on our channels. You can always listen in.
That's true. That's true. Well, guys, this was fun. It has been the highlight of my day. It was awesome. What did you think, love?
I certainly enjoyed it too. And don't mess with your audio settings again.
I won't. We'll double check next time if I accidentally do somehow.
Good. So, guys, let me know on the Discord server or in the comments or in the YouTube chat what you thought about the stream. I already see that Mr. Flaming Kisses loved it.
Yes, please. Tell us what you think, because we need to know so that we can keep doing it or change things up or whatever we need to do.
Because we are not only doing this for our enjoyment, so this is the kind of main reason we do this.
True.
But we also do it to entertain you, and if there are some suggestions that you have for something, just leave it in the comments. Or write it on the Discord server, the link is in the description.
Mm-hmm.
And we will try to implement it. So, from both of us, I wish you a nice evening. By the way, we will announce when the next stream is gonna be. We don't know yet, because on Friday I go into hospital and have surgery. And I don't know how long I will be in hospital.
Yeah. So, don't worry, we'll keep you all updated. Until then...
This is Visual Pony.
And Midnight 29.
And we wish you a nice evening and hope that you had fun.
Keep watching that moon.